Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for. I got three new subscribers. I want to thank you for joining in, man. I really appreciate it because making these videos and putting in this time, it's easy to get uh, discouraged. So that encourages me, man. That encourages me that people appreciate it, and I thank you for that. Thank you for that. So part of this video, the idea I had is some days of the videos I'm gonna be sharing some of my readings with y'all, like some concepts that I find in the books that I read, and so some of the videos will be like this, be sharing something that I reading with y'all and telling y'all what I think and asking y'all what y'all think about it. All right, you rocking with it? All right, let's do it. So I'm gonna read this little small paragraph in the book I'm reading, y'all. As I mentioned before, it's Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself: How to Lose Your Mind and Control and Create a New One. And it is by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Do y'all know who he is? Just look up any small quotes from this guy. This guy is brilliant. It's very brilliant. This is a very powerful book. Uh, but yeah, let me read this. Because we've been speaking about breakthroughs and changing your reality. Now I've been applying this stuff. The reason I'm even making a video with this, first like I said, I want to share my readings with y'all sometime. But the application, what I'm saying, the application and seeing the fruits of it, I gotta share it, man. Because it's good news for us that's been struggling so long. Anyway, here we go. The title of this chapter says, Lose Your Mind, Liberate Your Energy. It says, in the act of creation, when we become that nobody or no thing in no time, we no longer create our customary chemical signature because we are not the same identity. We don't think and feel in the same way. Those neural networks our survival thinking had wired are turned off, and the personality that was addicted to the continually signaling the body to produce stress hormones is gone. In short, the emotional self that lived in survival mode is no longer functioning. The moment that happens, our former identity, the state of being, bound by survival based thinking and feeling, is no more. Since we are no longer being the same being, emotional energy that had been bound to the body is now free to move. So, where does the energy go that once fed the emotional self? It has to go somewhere, so it moves to a new place. That energy, the form of emotion, moves up the body from the lower hormonal centers, sexual, digestive, and adrenal, hint, hint, sexual mutation, semen retention, to the heart area on its way to the brain. And all of a sudden, we feel great, joyful, expanded. We fall in love with our creation. That's when we experience our natural state of being. Once we stop energizing that emotional self powered by the stress response, we have moved from being selfish to selfless. I'm going to start right there, y'all. Uh, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Great book. Uh, so, what does that mean to you? What did you get from that? What did you get from that? I'm going to share what I got from it. Um, for me, it's like as you start to, like, when he was talking about no mind, and that no thing, you move into no thingness. It's like this, y'all. If you sit in meditation, you know sitting in meditation, or for those who don't really practice meditation, let's say you let's say you watching something on TV. When you notice you've been so, if you ever notice, like, if you so engrossed in something, you watching TV or you playing a game, or you may be reading a book too, or you may be especially meditating, but something got your attention, you in the zone, or you daydreaming. In those moments, y'all, whether you know it or not, you're not in your head. You're not even a body. You're just a presence. You're just a presence engulfed in something. It's like who you think you are is not important right there in that moment. What you got going on, and whether you're a man or a woman, is not important right there. You literally come outside of yourself. You come outside of your paradigm, and your paradigm being what you thinking, the problems you have, where you going, what you stressed about, what you happy about. Like you leave that and you go into this space where you just aware, just kind of like a newborn, like a baby. Just so the first part, I feel like he's talking about that meditative state, that state where you just calm and peaceful, and he's talking about how when we move from that survival state, when we move from our addictive mind, like he said, addictive mind pattern. We think in certain ways, y'all. When we talk about transmuting and we talk about breakthroughs and becoming a different person, once you start going on that path of changing who you are, because for so many people, like I mentioned in the previous video, how you work hard at the beginning to change habits. Well, sometimes at the beginning, you really making a conscious effort. Like I know that I was, let's say you trying not to cuss so much. You be like, damn, I know I was cussing a lot. You start to become conscious of your cussing. Like you start to, every time you cuss, you be like, damn, I'm gonna stop trying to do that. Damn, I caught it again. I caught it again. And you making that mental effort. It's taking a lot of effort. Uh, and you're kind of forcing yourself. You're using your will. But as you keep going on a path like that, there starts to become a point where you you stop working on the surface, which requires a lot of effort, and you start to move deeper. You start to be like, who do I need to become? Who do I need to become in order for cussing to not even be a thing for me? Who do I need to become? Because once you become the person that don't need to cuss, not only do you get that blessing of I'm not cussing no more for whatever reason you wanted to not cuss no more. That definitely don't apply to me because I'm a sailor in this bitch. but uh, but once you get that, you also get these other compounded blessings that that come with that person, and it's less about the amount of effort you put in and more about alignment. And finally, and you're aligning to that person who has those things that you want. And finally, for me, the last point, one of the last points, was how your energy moved from the lower. I don't know what y'all believe in. I do entertain and humor the idea of chakras, and I feel like the survival energies and the stress energies and the lower natures are like starting from your sacral. Starting from your, this is your sacral. Starting from your sacral on down, your red chakra, your root chakra, your survival. It's down there, and then you panicky, you adrenaline, fight or flight. Uh, it's will, it's competition, it's trying, it's effort. It move from there, and once you come out of that survival and you in self-preservation, because it's not wrong. People try to make it wrong. It's not wrong. It is what it is. It's just I don't even want to say a lower form of existence. It's just the state of being. It's like I mentioned yesterday. That onion is more on the surface of that onion. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, and it's primitive. It is the first thing, but as you come out of that and you start to have more space, you can relax a little bit. Once you get towards these areas, you can start seeing other people. You can start seeing beyond yourself. Once you start seeing beyond yourself, the capacity for interdependence can happen. You can start relating to your environment. You can start recognizing what you have been dependent on, and you can decide to make the choice to be manipulative and try to usurp even more, or to be cooperative and also give to it in order to create a harmonious, interdependent type deal. And but as you start to come out, like what the book was saying, as you start to come out, you start to go into this peace. You start to go into this quiet, and then there's this energy. All that energy that's bound up, because that's a lot of energy. That's a heavy energy down there. All that energy starts to come up and it starts to do this. And as it starts feeling like it's slowing down, it's really not slowing down. It's dispersing out. So the fast vibrations are dispersing out. And in the core, you starting to be like this. You starting to be calm. You feeling calm. And what you, even though you feeling more calm, that doesn't mean that your frequency is decreasing. Your frequency is increasing. That's why when you start to walk in the room, people start to feel your energy. You calm in the motherfucker. But all that energy is way out there. It's way out there. People may be thinking about you in past situations. You might be coming up in somebody's mind because this is an energetic field. This is a place of connection, y'all. We connected, you know. But that's what I got from that reading. I don't want to be too long-winded on that. I just wanted to share that with y'all. Wanted to share my thoughts with y'all. Wanted to share the reading with y'all. Like I say, sometimes I'm gonna do that on the channel. Just share some, uh, you know, some readings that I have. Um, yeah, but with that being said, you know, it's already 11:21 on the timer. I just want to say thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to my first subscriber. May I say salute, my boy. Y'all go over there and follow my man Vanna G. Vanna G, my man, really you know, making moves. It's been a very pivotal part of my journey, man. Talking about semen retention and brothers getting it together. And that's Vanna G. His channel is called Larger Than Life. Shout out to you. Shout out to Jadena. Uh, you know, people who've inspired me to really take that step with my channel. Like I say, it's been something that's been brewing in the background for a while, you know, but it had to. I wanted to respect its time and its due season, and I think that time is now. So shout out to my man Q from Louisiana. Q, if you're watching this, bro, man, I was inspired by our conversation, brother. I appreciate you, man. Like, I hope you out there living it up, bro. I hope that fire is still burning from that, and just stay solid, bro. You know, anytime I come across people like this and brothers like this, I know how this world is. So I salute you, man. When I say I salute you, that mean say, that mean I embrace you. I accept everybody, but the ones I embrace, you know, I'm willing to go for you. Down there, my brother. You down there, my brother. If I was in the presence with you, I would treat you like a brother. You know, you like family. You like solid. You like one of them. For me, you a special one. You a dear one. You know what I'm saying? That we highly value. You know what I'm saying? So y'all the highly valuables to me. Y'all the ones I embrace, man. And salute to everybody, man. Thank you for joining the channel, y'all. Any interaction like that lets me know, you know, because sometimes I am human. Sometimes I be like, man, this shit ain't going nowhere. It's like a 3. But I'm starting to get to a place where I just appreciate releasing a message and allowing it to do what it does and what it want to do, and just kind of letting it just fall where they may. So yeah, man. Thank y'all, man. Uh, yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. So let's make today a good day. Today, it might not be a good day. It could be a bad day. You could be barely making ends meet, or you can be at the pinnacle of your success. Either way, the greatest place for you to come from is right where you are. Not perfect, just real. I wish you peace, love, and abundance every single day, but especially when it rains. And it's gonna rain today. It's gonna rain out here. But we're gonna have our abundance of peace and joy anyway. Right. Salute. Thank you to the new subscribers. Love y'all. Peace.